100.7 Melody FM 100.7.
Newest radio station is 100.7. What's the big difference? We play anything like this. And this. And even this. A bigger variety with the biggest music library. 100.7. We play anything.
Let's do it.
It's a blood production. Always shelter. Make you lock in with the nature's finest, aka DJ Pretty. Now time for the cruise. Oh, I move to the cruise. 5 a.m. making the lose. From sports to G's to grandma cruise. We will show you we know the snooze. With DJ Pretty we dey fly. Every weekday we dey high. Melody FM we dey leave. Now the cruise go call am twice. Sports see how they and the code. Sport jollof they sweet like stove. Sport bamba go run am hot. Sport mash up they clear the blood from football tennis to wrestling bro. Any sports kids we dey let you know. The latest part. Now cruise we dey cruise, no be stress. Entertainment we gon' make you flex. No be he go come now, you will come. Make your grammar shine like sun. Every day we dey correct the slang. A class with the sweet no panda land. Oh yeah, move to the cruise. Oh yeah, move to the cruise. Vibes dey loud like street parade. Monday to Friday, no delay. Melody they play every day. We DJ Pretty, we dey vibe.
This is C-Drill, aka CEO. Check it out. It's the C to the E to the O.
Just cruising.
Well, baby, I don't care.
Just cruising.
As long as you take me there.
Just cruising.
Somewhere to clear my mind.
Just cruising.
Just cruising.
That's right. There's a cruise up in here. Then on Thursday edition of the show, we're here again, back again in the basic, of course, in the hood of doing things. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Thursday evening. How are you doing? It feels good to be back again. The finance is here. The boss to represent. I kick it back and forth like Jackie Chan. Yeah. Tonight's show, as always, fun-filled excitement everywhere. Of course, the beautiful things and non-stop vibes, one after the other. We're representing. Yeah, we're going to be having a guest. Yes, I'm expecting a guest in the house who is going to be talking about his product, his service, and what it's all about. What is it? You're going to get to know very shortly when my guest comes in. But we still have time to have all of the fun that we used to have. Sports in the mix. We're looking through what's the latest in sports. And of course, everyone's still talking about Chan, Eric Shell, the future of Eric Shell. Does Eric Shell still have a future in Nigeria? People are still talking. Of course, we also tell you what's up in entertainment. What's popping in Nigeria this time? What's trending? Yeah, the Ibom Air lady is still trending. Is it for the right or the wrong reason now? I don't know. What I know is I'll feel with all of this. I will get into class as usual. We'll learn one or two things again. What are we learning tonight again? Two words that sound alike, different meaning, different spelling. And that's the way we roll every time. So welcome. If you're ready, let's flow, let's go, and let's make it happen. for Shizo man. He's up in the Hizo. The finest is here in the Hizo. Keeping the real life favela, the thriller in Manila. Because I'll be the biggest big killer like a gorilla. 100.7 is still the villa. Right here, kicking back and forth like Jackie Chan, because it's always about SELACTIVRTY when I represent and I do my thing. On behalf of Adenike Adesoye and Black Timothy, every other person making things happen for Lakemi. You know, we have for Lakemi, we have for Adekemi. Okay, no, Adekemi. And of course, we have Faith and every other person here. And we have Moses, Amos 3:3. So welcome to the show. The finest is here. My name is Preacher DJ Preacher, the finest, the nature's finest. Let's begin to roll this way. Here is Ty Tom, Yoppie, and Burna Boy. And they say it's about Shwalaba. This is the remix.
Since 1947, the matter never settled. You be what I be get to. Masability long ya walenu. Better recognize, better stuff all time. No what that name then go call mine. That's a they shut it up now. Monday, Dada. Tuesday, Dada. Wednesday, Dada. Slung as night, Jalaba. And they call me the Godfather. Move like an Italian. Have you ever seen a nigga like moi? Each and every lady wanna give me mwah. When they smoke weed, when they smoke cigar. Now we there, I turn on mwah. You know too fast, give me solo man. I get high, I'm journaling. You know like me, wallow man. My advice is fan along. Cause my guys don't follow no. When the sky start falling down, sorry about that. I'm still your daddy.
Olele fala, my pretty fale ame. Mountain don't follow me. Palcheti kala, wait follow talang ame. Engine never kalang ame. What alang ame? Wait follow ame. I pray kalang ame. Kubigo mga meli bakalang ame. Panje mesa sa siswana na. Hadi bi mama kolang abani utola ame. Kitu banga sotalala. Yap, ayu chola ba. Tigi tigi bang kalelo tolo ame. Wait chola ba me. Mga melu yustagwa. Kalang banga na matana. Ama kiss na makosavana. Belis kole gulolo taba. Shivirim shiviram shiviriram she. Iveli kubu. Pusi yanga pay. So batelelo mga me. Yo yo.
Monday, Dada. Tuesday, Dada. Wednesday, Dada. Slung as night, Jalaba. And they call me the Godfather. Move like an Italian.
Olele fala, my pretty fale ame. Mountain don't follow me. Palcheti kala, wait follow talang ame. Engine never kalang ame. What alang ame? Wait follow ame. Hey chola, ame, chola, ame, chola, ame, chola, ame. Hey chola, ame, chola, ame, chola, ame, chola, ame. Hey chola, ame, chola, ame, hey chola.
Yeah, you know I could go to work for the word, but this word's for the word. I have to put on my health in the post, see nobody. Nobody know the cause of my doubt, cause of my doubt. This is my shot. Anybody underestimate the matter? Tell them I say you know my shot. If you need a fire, I'll be a liar. Used to judge you, put me on fire. If you think I'll try, put me underwater, take me closer. You know I'm a rasta, you know I'm a panda, you know I do panda, but you can make me panda. You just look my data, you just
Okay. The remix for you right there coming through from Gyaki, and of course representing the remix version of this one. This beautiful, beautiful Thursday. Of course. Yes, well, let's go to sports. The Bam Bam is here. The Bam Bam is here. The Bam Bam. Are you sure they will not come and chase you to this one again? No, they always tell you to come here.
Yeah,
I don't know. You need to know where they always want you to stay. See your head is showing everywhere. See your back neck. Everywhere is just it's chopping up. Okay, the Bam Bam is here. And of course, they're going to be talking sports together. You know how it is. Okay, let's bring you the tune. You know when the tune comes like this, you know what time it is. It is time for sports.
From deep and out. That's a smashing ball, it's Martins!
Josie, your ball, a good ball.
And it's just out to the bow!
Second goal, Odesi.
Sensation! What a wonderful finish! That is the most embarrassing own goal! Oh, what a goal! That's something out of nothing! He struck it sweetly! And does he ever score ordinary goals? They're all copybook stuff!
Okay, the Bam Bam. What's up? What's popping? What's going on?
Good evening.
Good evening. It's good to have you. What's cooking?
Yeah, it's good to be here, Finest. It's so nice to be here to talk sports. I mean, this definitely is what I love to do. And yes, good evening to all our beautiful listeners out there. Yes, a lot to talk about when it comes to the world of sports. I mean, we just saw the chant, the disappointment, and everything. And yes, the D Tigers are also panning out in the. Yeah, what they're trying to do, what the ladies started and ended exactly. with. Yeah, so they've started us, and yesterday, hopefully. So we're going to talk about that. A lot of things happening in the world of sports. It's nice to be here at the program. Yeah.
Okay, all right, welcome. This is how we roll it every time. Let's talk sports right now. Of course, everyone's still talking about Chan Eagles and all of the shenanigans, all of their wrong performance. They didn't even give any hope at all, talk less of saying that maybe there was anything at all in the first place to be done. So we are just expecting them home. If not, that it's compulsory to play the last game. Otherwise, they are not supposed to even play the last game. They should have just returned home like that. All right. But I was asking Daniel something in the morning. Everyone seems to be pointing towards Eric Shearer now, that he's not capable, he's not good enough for the job. What's your view?
Yeah, I mean, I'm so glad I'll be able to talk about this, because I felt like maybe talking about this will be stale. But right now,
can't be
it's still, since the competition is still on. So I'm glad I'm going to give my 2 cents about what is happening with the team. Yes, it was 2 managers that qualified the Chan boys to the tournament. That was the coach of Remo Stars, Daniel Ogumedede, and Fidelis Ilechukwu of Enugu Rangers. They were the one that did the job. Both of them, they took the team to the Chan, and they did well in the qualifiers. Now getting to the tournament, they didn't do well. Now some people have said that Eric Shell or the NFF shouldn't have given Eric Shell the job. They should have given the 2 managers that actually started the job. Yes, well, I think in any managerial position, I feel like assistants would always have input. And we saw about how many players from Remo Stars, maybe 9-10 players from. So definitely, there's always going to be an input from the assistant managers. Some sources have said that the 2 assistant managers did not actually say, or they didn't have mouth in the selections and everything. But yes, I think in all football games, if there's a loss, you have to blame the manager. So Eric Shell definitely has a blame there, because he was the manager of the team. Well, I don't want to use this as the major opium to judge him, because he's actually main aim to actually coach the Super Eagles of Nigeria, which we have seen a little bit of shining light between him and the Super Eagles team, the Super Eagles team, Team A, not the Chan boys. So his main aim is to actually do well with the Super Eagles team. The Chan, for me, is just a side business right there. But yes, it's very, very bad that they lost the game, and they lost awfully. And yes, looking at the Sudan side, they have players from a particular team there. Yeah, and looking at the Sudan team, they had a team from their team was made up of one particular team, just like Remo Stars. The way we had about 8 players from Remo Stars, a particular team of Duron or something. That's the name of the team right there. So it was 8 players. Now, I feel like the players too also have a blame.
Okay.
Now, I know a team that I feel like every team should actually know how to do the basic things of football. Those boys were not able to do the basic things of football. Now, the coach, that's a player. Professionally, a professional player should even know more. And for me, what I saw in those guys, I didn't see any professionalism in them. They were not good at all. That's on the players. Fine, the coach will give you the tactics. So I feel like everybody has a point to be blamed on. The manager should actually take it up because he was the one that released the team. He picked the boys himself. No one picked him for him. But the boys themselves, 8 players from Remo Stars, are we saying that those Remo Stars boys are not good enough? Because now, not even talking about this current season. Last season, they were second on the table.
Yeah.
Second to Enugu Rangers. And this season, they came first. No changes. The same set of boys that came second the previous time. And now first. Now, we are talking about Continental and all of it. The same set of boys that will still play Continental. So, I don't think there's any way these boys can actually qualify in the Continental or do well. I'm not even optimistic. They've showed us what they can do against Sudan. And I think it's very, very poor. And hopefully, we get to see the best of players. Yes, the best of players in the NPFL. And also, it shows that our league, for me, is not up there. It's not up there. That's it.
Wow. So, because I asked Daniel in the morning, because ordinarily Chan Eagles or Chan generally should be a reflection of your league.
Yeah, definitely.
And I was asking Daniel in the morning if we can say these boys, because Eric Chef said these guys are the best of the EPL. So meaning it's a reflection of our league.
Yeah.
But Daniel said in the morning that we cannot blame whatever that these boys and Eric Shell have done. We cannot say this is a reflection of our league because they are not the best of our league.
Well, Daniel has his point of view, but I think the manager, that's Eric Shell, he has an obvious point. These guys are actually the representative of our league, irrespective. I just give an instance. Remo Stars, they were second last season. Now they were first. The same set of boys. I can mention all of the boys there. Unduku Jr., Sikiru Alimi, Adi Moam, all of them, they were there when they took second. Now coming to the next season, they took first. And most of them were the guys that played in the Chan game. In the starting lineup, about 8 of them. Is that not a representative of the league? Is that not the representative of our best? If they can be second the previous season and first. So who are the best?
He is saying ordinarily the coach should have gone around. We have 20 teams, pick all around, not just pick 9 players from Remo Stars.
Well, Daniel has a point because definitely if you check everything, there are always specific players. But the thing is, look at Mamelodi Sundowns now. Even in their national team, the South African national team, is most of them that dominated. See, you cannot just pick different players from... I feel like we had very good players, but most of them were on the verge of going to Europe. Maybe like Papa Daniel and some other Ojetoye from Ikorodu City. Those are fantastic players. But our league is even a league that... Fine, I understand that maybe Eric Chell did not do his homework very, very well because maybe he should have scouted, he should have gone to most of these MPFL games. Maybe that was the job Ogumodede and this guy, Fidelis Ilechukwu, should have done properly if they were the one that were going to manage them. Because whether you like it or not, Remo Stars will face all 19 teams. And Enugu Rangers will face all 19. So this man or these 2 men, they would be able to see all of the players, at least, even if it's twice. But Eric Shell is a different kettle of fish. You know, this man just comes on board and he meets or he picks the best. You know, he might not know because he didn't attend all of the games. That's where I can fault him.
He said it was his laziness.
That's where I can fault him. But honestly, when you look at it, let's not lie to us. Remo Stars, are they not the best? They won the league.
What you saw on Tuesday,
yeah,
was that the way Remo Stars played, that they won the league. Remo Stars, we saw them play better football. These boys didn't play anything on Tuesday. They couldn't even spring passes together.
Yes, that's the thing. Now, what we saw Remo Stars play...
That one wanted to not ball. He narrowed it straight into his own net, like he was an attacker.
Now, the thing is, that was what Remo Stars players could do at that point in time. Now, when you go back to the league, it shows that for Remo Stars, with those crop of players, for them to have gotten or taken first in the league, it shows how poor other players are, if we are very, very honest here. Because it's a true reflection of how they actually played. That means all of the other teams like Sudan, the other teams we played, the one we played a draw. That means obviously their players in their league, they are better. That's what we can say, because if actually Remo Stars dominated the team, they were first in our league. That means what they were playing there, using to dominate those boys, those other boys, that's other team members, other like the likes of Shooting Stars, they are not as good as Remo Stars. Hence, Remo Stars, maybe we are not at the top of other African nations, but we are better in our league. It shows that our league is actually poor.
Our league is poor. That's a reflection. That's what I said. But Daniel didn't agree. Anyway, let's see how it goes. Well, the boys have managed to arrive Dar es Salaam because they are going to be playing their final game against Congo. Who sent themselves? They should just be coming home. We don't even need them to play that game, because if you ask me, we don't need that game. They should just be coming home. But as competitions are, you must finish it, and before you now start returning home. For otherwise, there's nothing important about that game. All right. Apart from the Super Eagles, where we have other teams that have been eliminated, Burkina Faso and Central African Republic. Yeah, they joined Nigeria to have been eliminated. But it's a big shame that a country like Nigeria was first to be eliminated. First big country to be eliminated. We didn't qualify for the past editions. Only to go there now and disgrace the nation.
A very shameful thing, honestly. I mean, I was even open for the best after Senegal, because the last edition, there was a time that we came second in the CHAN. We came second 2018. Yes.
To Morocco, right?
Yeah, Morocco, yes. And where we were defeated 4-0. At least it's even better that we even got to the final. But this time, first to just drop off. That's really, really poor. Not at the time that we are starting to see or starting to praise the MPFL and say that, they are starting to get things better and all of it. Maybe then we had quality players, but now, for me, I don't think we have quality players. Because if they cannot do the basic things, string 1, 2, 3 passes among themselves, then for me, they are not top. That's just it.
Well, they are not top. They are not worth it. Well, that's where it is. Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm unable to see us on Facebook. Sorry. Some technical glitches moving on around here, but we'll definitely get it sorted. Sorry about that. We'll keep your messages dropping. We'll definitely be checking them out. All right. So let's move away from there now. Of course, tomorrow we'll come here and we'll talk about the beginning of the EPL and other league matches all around, because we're starting. Yeah, we're starting the league. Yeah, starting. But before we go back to football, let's quickly talk about tennis now. We're world number 2 Coco Gauff beat Lucia Bronzetti, 6-2, 6-4 to book her place in the quarterfinals of the Cincinnati Open. And of course, 32 players have progressed to the last 16 in contrasting ways, with Gauff having won her only match in straight sets before a walkover against Diana Yastramenska in last round. Bronzetti, on the other hand, had to come through 3 sets in her previous 3 rounds, and the world number 61 quickly found herself 3-0 down. So Gauff was broken, and of course, but now she's been able to qualify. Coco Gauff seems to, at a point, everybody was saying her to be the next Serena.
Yeah.
But can she actually be the next Serena Williams? Because it's like time is passing out on her.
Yeah, time is actually passing out on her, but she's still very much young. World number 2 right now. What's left? World number 1. And it's not like right now she's doing badly. She's doing really well. So, I mean, she can actually surpass it. She's around 19, 20.
At her age, Serena already won multiple Grand Slams.
Right now, the era is different. I mean, even generally in sport, the era is quite different. And yes, there are too many stars. There's Sabalenka. You can go on to mention a lot of good tennis players. But during Serena, it was even her sister. It was just her sister at some point that was even stopping her.
Yeah.
Imagine 2 people in the same room almost every time. They are the ones stopping her.
The same family.
Same family. So, but right now, it's a different kettle of fish. They are top tennis players right now. Igor Swiatek is there. A lot of people are there. So, for Coco Gauff to even be doing it at this young age, I have to give her thumbs up. That's it.
She's actually doing it?
Yeah, she's doing well. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's move on with... I just have to quickly bring in that Coco Gauff story because of the issue with tennis, because of that young age. Because people are saying, Coco Gauff, can she still be like Serena? Because when she came up, they was this is the new Serena. So I had to quickly bring on that one. But let's move away from it. Let's move from that one now. And let's go back to football. And of course, Yes, tomorrow Liverpool will be taking on Bournemouth in the opener of the EPL. Of course, we're going to be having a whole lot of things. Predictions have been coming on. You know, Supercomputer always has his own prediction and all of that. And Chelsea everywhere. But Daniel is telling you they should forget about Chelsea cannot be part of the contenders for the league. Now, they've talked about Chelsea, dark horses, Aston Villa, Newcastle to be the teams to watch out for next this season we're getting to from tomorrow. I mean, do you agree with these predictions about these guys?
On Saturday, that was last week, I said that Chelsea, for me, I tipped them to win the league. I think they've showed progression. They've shown that young guys can actually do it. And most importantly, they have squad depth. That's one thing Chelsea have. You can go even to their reserve and you see players have had the experience of the Premier League still there, you understand? So I think Chelsea in the middle is locked on. And during all of these friendlies, we saw what they could be made of in the English Premier League coming on board. But yes, maybe Newcastle and Aston Villa, yes, they're always the dark horses because they have always been the one giving some of these top teams a run for their money. You see them trying to fight for Champions League spots. So I'm not even surprised. But for me, Chelsea, they have that spring. And looking at the players that they brought on board, they are sparking. And you can see the competition between Liam Delap and this other guy from Brighton right there. So you can see that both of them want to really improve. And most of the guys like Pedro Neto, I'm seeing magic. Pedro Neto is up there, Caicedo, and some of these top guys right there. So for me, Chelsea, they have that spark. Every other team can actually, surpass them. I know that Man City, Liverpool, even with all of their issues, they can actually fight with Chelsea for the run of the money. But honestly, my own prediction is Chelsea. Chelsea, they look like a very decent team. Maybe injuries can affect them. Definitely, all the teams, injuries do affect them. If Caicedo go, because it looks like he's their key man in their middle. Rich James is also there, who is injury prone. But I just think Chelsea, they have that spark. We've seen Andre Santos come on board in that same position. We've seen Eusebio come into that midfield. We've seen Palmer. We've seen young boys taking up that role and responsibility in these friendly games. And look at the Club World Cup. They also did magic right there. So for me, it's always Chelsea.
Okay, it's always Chelsea. For me, it's always Chelsea. That's according to Bobola. Okay. Okay. Talking about Chelsea, a former Chelsea player, talking about John Terry, says he's giving up about his career of being a manager. He says, let's just, I'm forgetting about it now because somehow, some way, it's like it's not my thing anymore. Because you want to ask, what is making John Terry to say this? He's 44-year-old now, so he's still young, can do it, but he says he's frustrated by not being given opportunities since he retired from playing.
Well,
I had to laugh. What kind of opportunities are you looking? Go grab it now.
Okay, but in recent time, we've seen that England managers are actually not maybe top. We've seen the one
because they are not good now.
Yes, let's just put it like that. We've seen legends of teams actually take up this managerial position. We see Rooney, and they've been lagging behind. Let's put it like that. And John Terry right now, although captain of the team, we have said it right here that the fact that you are a good leader at the playing side doesn't mean that you would actually be a good manager, because it takes a whole lot. It's beyond controlling 11 players on the pitch. This one, you have to manage every situation, and you have to be leaders among your coaching crew. You have like 3 other people working under you. You have goalkeeper coach, and a lot of people with tactic. The ones for tactics, the one for kits, everything. So it takes a whole lot. It's beyond just telling the boys that, hey, you stay here. So, it goes a long way. So, for John Terry, honestly, I think he's a good leader. It might just be like a company. When you start your managerial role from a very small team, I think you have the edge. If you can take it from a small team and try to show that you can progress with this small team. Now, if he takes a managerial position, maybe in the Division 2 and the Championship, let's say, for example, and he qualifies them to the Premier League, that means you are building the edge. But some managers, maybe because of their clout, they were able to take top managerial position. Look at Xavi, immediately spanned up, he took Barcelona, and immediately he was sacked. You can see that he cannot even get any other position, because from where does he want to get it to? You understand? So I advise some of these managers like John Terry, take like Champions League and championship clubs, progress, show that you can actually push all of these things. Well, you might be lucky. Rooney wasn't lucky, But sometimes
Rooney is not good.
It's not good.
Rooney is bad.
But he might be lucky to actually do a look at this manager that coached Marcel, right? Although he's not English, the former Brighton manager, Dizabi.
Okay, Dizabi.
Yeah, he was a manager that actually progressed through routes. Look at Thomas Frank. If you show that you can do all of these walk-ins with a small team, definitely you will grow. You'll grow in the job.
We will grow, but the man is saying he's giving up. I don't know.
Well, maybe I just give it up. That's it.
Okay, all right. Let's talk transfer now, and of course, let's begin as this concerns us. In the morning, Daniel and I were talking about how bad it is for a player of Ademola Lookman's status to be facing the kind of things he's facing at this time. Because right now he's training alone in England. He's not even in Italy. Of course, we understand that they will be holding talks. Yes, the stories we are getting is that Ademola Lookman's future in the Italian Serie A, following the acrimony that his ambition to leave the Bergamo team this summer transfer window has created, there appears to be they are going to be having a talk. Yes, the CEO of the club is going to be holding a talk with Ademola Lookman and of course his representative. According to the story coming through from England, the team is currently in the United Kingdom officially to negotiate a potential deal for Fulham's Rodrigo Muniz. However, it has been suggested that Perkassi was also being holding private discussion. Yeah, Perkassi is the man who actually is the CEO of the team. He's holding private talks with Lookman, and where the Nigerian international has reportedly refused to return to Italy. He's now training alone in England. So since Perkassi is in England to have a deal, he wants to use the opportunity to talk to Ademola Lookman. What should they be talking about? What should they be discussing? I want to leave. Let me leave. Why should there be any discussion again?
Well, maybe we are just seeing it from Ademola Lookman's end. We are not seeing it from
he's our brother.
Yeah, we are not seeing it from the club's end. You see, when some of these players come out to say certain things, I try to look at it from two ways. You know, clubs do not come out to speak on behalf of a certain player because they have a couple of players just like Ademola Lookman. So they will not come out to the social media and just speak as regards Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman, on the other hand, can come to the media and say whatever he feels like about the club because, I mean, that's his personal interest. But yeah, there's a contract situation. That's what makes the whole transfer saga marked by tension and uncertainty right now. Ademola Lookman still has a contract with Atalanta, and he personally wants to leave the club. Yeah. Now, if we've checked from way back, players that have contracts and want to leave immediately, they always have that issue. So for me, I don't think Ademola Lookman is the first person to be having it. Even Victor Osimhen had the issue. But what the club is asking for is Ademola Lookman should not join a rival team, which is Inter Milan. And Ademola Lookman has already he has accepted personal terms with Inter Milan right now. So it's a dicey situation. The clubs want something, and the club actually, they are the one. For me, I think they are the one that is supposed to be determining his fate right now because he has a contract with them. He still has 2 years. Now, it's going to be different if Ademola Lookman remains at the club, and maybe the club doesn't pay him. We'll come out and say why are they not paying Ademola Lookman? But if he chooses to stay and allow his contract expire, the club is going to pay him. You understand? So it's so dicey right now. I just think when you want to have issues like this, I think for me, who feels it the most, especially when it comes to contract situation, is the player. Because if right now this team, Atalanta, blocks the move to Inter Milan, and maybe no other team comes for Ademola Lookman, it's going to affect the player, because if you don't play for 2 years, you're collecting salary and all of it. I mean, how are you going to show your full potential? I'm definitely sure that Ademola Lookman still wants to show his expert. I mean, I think he's even beyond just winning the best player in Africa. He might still want to even win more laurels, you understand? So I just feel like they need to have a personal agreement. They need to talk about it. That's the best situation. And instead of all of these statements that we are saying, maybe they should just come together and have a personal talk. That's the best situation. Have a talk, because when you look at it, both parties, they have a point. Atalanta, they have a point because of the contract situation. Ademola Lookman might just probably feel like a situation at the club he needs to leave and he needs to do wonders right there. So both of them, they have both points. I'm seeing it from both angles. I'm not just going to be like every other person that would just say, oh, he's just Ademola Lookman. I'm going to say, oh, let the club leave. I mean, the club has a contract with him, and Ademola Lookman is willing to leave. Hopefully, after this meeting, we are going to get a good news, because Ademola Lookman seems to want to play in Inter Milan, and I understand him because he found his foot in this area. So I don't think a wise person like Ademola Lookman would want to come to the English Premier League when you had two stints there, Fulham, Everton, and he struggled. So obviously, he would want to remain at the league that actually suits him and where he found his best form. But yes, hopefully they resolve it, and hopefully we see Ademola Lookman in a brighter place.
Okay, we hope for that. We pray for him, because he's still, the last time we checked, still the African Footballer of the Year.
Yeah.
And African Footballer of the Year shouldn't be treated this way. Okay. All right, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, at 28-year-old, that one is already a free agent. I wonder the way some players' career just. I mean, I'm so feeling that guy. At the time, he was so hot. He was scoring against every team. But right now, he's been a free agent since he left Everton. Of course, right now, we understand he's going to be. He's discussing a deal with Leeds United. Yes, discussing a deal with Leeds United now, after reaching an agreement to join the newly promoted Premier League side on a free transfer. The 28-year-old ended his 9-year stay at Everton. Just imagine, at 28, that should be the peak of his career.
Yeah.
But that's when he's a free agent, and no club even wants to buy him.
Yeah.
To the extent he became a free agent.
I mean, but that's the funny thing about contract. Yes, his contract has finished with Everton. He's been with the club for a very, very long time. But I think he has really done well to deserve a club bidding for him right now, because Calvert-Lewin for me is not a bad striker. Maybe he has played for mid clubs, but like Everton and all of it. But I still think this guy is a very decent striker. He has proven himself in the Premier League already. He scored double figures. I mean, talking about his appearances in all competitions, 71 goals, although 273 appearances and 71 goals, the difference is actually very, very clear. But Death, he leaves Everton as one of the longest serving players in recent years. So I think one of the things about English teams, they seem to have so much love for England players that have actually done well in the Premier League. So I don't think he's going to go the next season without a club, at least one club in the Premier League. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the likes of Aston Villa, because they've actually taken off so many players. Maybe we're looking at Newcastle in case Isak goes off and all of it. So let's just look at the situations right there, and let's understand that Calvert-Lewin can actually make that big move out of Everton. Definitely we'll see a club. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Talking about Calvert-Lewin, where that is done, that one is settled. But away from that now, let's move away from that. Let's quickly look through your comment on the page so that we can start going to some other things. Of course, right here on it is Melody 100.7 FM, the page Melody 100.7 FM on Facebook. Yes, go there, drop your comment, and let's see what you have for us there. Well, for some of the comments that we're having there right now, we'll be looking through them very shortly. This one from Aditubere Maxwell says, we can't see, you are seeing it now, go and check it. He says, okay, watching you from Agudi Gate. Of course, commentator Jola Oshuari or Henry says, no, go and see it. You can't. That was the initial glitch. I told you about that. Honey Drop the Feminist says, keep up the good work. Thank you. And commentator Jola Oshuari says, Fantasy Premier League. Yes, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Fantasy Premier League. And of course, we are planning something concerning that now. Fantasy Premier League.
Yeah.
So
it will drop soon.
Yeah. So when is, because the really starts tomorrow. So,
tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, yeah.
Okay, so we're working on that. So we talked about that before. Fantasy Premier League. How does it work? For those who do not know how it works, maybe you quickly explain it so that they get to know what you want to do concerning that.
I mean, I think most people would know about it. It's just picking your teams. I mean, you pick favorite players that will give you goals. Most importantly, the ones that will give you goals and assists. So you pick them into 11 teams, goalkeepers, 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, 3 strikers. All right, then it's just going to be competition amongst your friends, and whichever person has the highest points, maybe per week, per month, or probably just going to give you something. I mean, just to celebrate you and make you feel that you actually want something right there. Yeah.
Okay, all right. And now talking about okay, that is already, you already know. For those who know it, you know how it works. So I expect that, because we're coming. That's part of the things we'll be doing. And we said we're going to be opening because you asked for it, and we are opening a WhatsApp. So that way we can have a whole of these predictions as we're getting to the season, the predictions and so many other things. Now, Chelsea players have decided to do something that Liverpool should do. Chelsea decided to do it now. Their earnings, their bonuses from the Club World Cup, they decided to donate it to Jota's family.
No, Liverpool has actually done well too. I mean, when you look at it, because they are still going to be paying him, I mean, all of his money, the contract and all of it. But Chelsea, I mean, doing that.
Is this club now? Is he playing for Chelsea?
Definitely. But you made it seem like Liverpool have actually not done.
No, what I mean is that if they had won, what you would have won.
All right.
You know.
But I mean, doing it for a team that maybe your neighbors, I think is very, very nice. I think Chelsea players have actually done well to give back to Jota family. I mean, it's just very sad that all these things happened earlier in the league. I mean, it made a lot of people very, very sad. But right now, it looks like, I mean, we're going past it. Even Liverpool have actually played the final, but maybe it affected them because they lost it. But Chelsea doing all of this for Jota's family, I think is a big one for the family, and a big one for Chelsea Football Club.
Most definitely. As I told you, we're having a guest. I said we're having a guest earlier, so very shortly we'll bring on a guest. But first before we go to that one, as we speak right now, just as I told you yesterday, most people didn't even know that qualifications are run already for UEFA Champions League, UEFA Conference League, UEFA. That's the qualifications. But before we bring you we told you about the UEFA qualifications for the Champions League yesterday. Before we go to the Europa, some of the clubs who can give, they're always very, very plenty. But let's quickly talk about what is happening in Group A of the CHAN. Yes, even though Nigeria is, we already booted out, we'll still talk about it. Morocco, yes, they defeated Zambia earlier, 3-1. That game ended. And of course, for the one that is going on right now, Angola, DR Congo. The match is in the 45 plus 3 minutes of play, extra time. Angola playing goalless with DR Congo. Somehow, some of these countries that ordinarily will not match Nigeria, they are marching forward, while Nigeria is just, I think they are laughing at us. I saw where someone wrote that banter, they are giving him serious banter online right now, because he wanted to kill Ghanaians when we won female, when they did all they did. And now Ghanaians are coming for our guys. They want to kill them online on social media. I read about that. Courtesy of Chan Eagles.
I mean, I think they deserve everything, because honestly, it was just very sad to see Nigeria lose to Sudan. I never expected it, and I don't think anybody would even expect that Nigeria would lose to Sudan. So the likes of Morocco, I mean, we know how top Morocco is when it comes to the world of African football, not just the CHAN, even at the Super Eagles level. We also see them dominating football right there. Algeria is also there. We have Senegal. Senegal, they were the previous winners. So a lot of these teams have actually shown class, and they've shown that they're actually top. But Nigeria, for me, disappointing. The fact that it was even the manager of the Super Eagles that took them to the CHAN. But yes, I mean, they deserve everything that they get it right now. The banter and all of it.
You see, they deserve everything. Even all of the abuse.
They deserve it. I
mean. Okay. All right. For the qualification for the Europa League going on right now, FC Midtjylland, they are playing Fascistada. You have funny names in this one. So, of course, Midtjylland beating them 2-0. Of course, Brown FC are being beaten by BX Häcken 1-0. That's at home. FC Noah. You remember FC Noah, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
FC Noah, the one Chelsea wanted to kill the other time in the Conference League. Was it that 9-0, right? That game ended.
Yeah, 9-0.
Yeah, Chelsea almost wounded them. It reminded me of when Noah beat the Ark that time, when Chelsea was beating them anyhow that time. So right now they are also losing. They are playing goalless at home. The match is in the halftime. Okay, so some other games are going on right there. That will be later at 1700 hours Nigerian time, 7 p.m. here. Okay, before we begin to roll out this evening, so that we can take our guest for the what's it called now? The EPL that's starting tomorrow. Bournemouth and Liverpool, the curtain raiser tomorrow. Though when we come in the evening tomorrow, we'll have enough time to talk about this. But for the game, someone said Liverpool somehow they are wounded because of what happened because of what happened a few days ago, that they are really down and they could be out. That this season will really define who Arne Slot really is. Because the other season, people believe he just capitalized on somebody's maybe a foundation somebody already built. He just built a house on a foundation that somebody already built. But want to see who Arne Slot really is right now. And to have lost a very important player like Jota, they still need a striker. They don't have a striker yet because the Alexander Isak story is neither here nor there. After the game that they lost last week, Van Dijk said something that they need a striker by all means necessary.
Yeah, they need a striker, and Isak is one of the top guys in the market. We just read out Calvert-Lewin. But yes, I think what Arne Slot did last season, fine. A lot of people feel like it was easy, it was the foundation of Jurgen Klopp. But how many times did Jurgen Klopp actually win the Premier League? At a point, we're seeing Manchester City win it back to back to back. And this man came on board, and immediately they won the league. But I think this whole issue would affect Liverpool. The fact that Jota lost and all of it. But yeah, the Premier League is a 38-game rule. And I think at some point, Liverpool would have to move ahead of all of these situations. And I think they are not bad. When I saw the game against Crystal Palace, fine, they lost the final, but they were not bad in the game. I could still see them, show all of those brightness. The young players, the new players, Ekitike was there, Florian Wirtz, all of these guys, they actually played well. I still saw brightness in these guys. But yes, well, maybe people are just judging them because of the finals, but I still think Liverpool, they will show brightness. Maybe not even win the league, but I still know that they will remain top 4. And Slot will still do
great things. Gerrard, their former captain, Steven Gerrard, they call him Steven G. He says it's still Liverpool that retain the league.
Well, that's his opinion.
You don't see that happening, right?
I don't think so.
It's like, but Man City seems to be quiet.
They've done all of their transfers.
And they did it very much more earlier than anybody.
Yeah. So
and that's the fear people should be having, because they should have gelled by now when others are trying to gel.
But I saw their recent friendlies. I don't think
they didn't gel anything.
They didn't gel. They didn't gel.
They didn't gel at all. Okay. All right. When we come tomorrow, we'll be looking through all of these and so much beautiful things as well happening in very exciting world of football. Sorry earlier for the glitch that made you not to see us. So I guess that's why we have a few comments in the comment section right there. What's the way forward in your suggestion for Eric Schell? Some people, online now, there's hashtag Schell must go. Have you seen it? They started saying Schell must go now. That Schell can't take us anywhere. You've not seen it?
I don't think we should judge him based on the Chan boys. Yes.
We should not use Chan to judge him.
Yes, we should. Let's wait and see what will happen.
Why did they allow him to go to Chan if we not use Chan to judge him?
Well, that I can't speak for it. I can't.
So who is to blame? Schell accepting to go, NFF allow him to go over instead of allowing these two guys that have been in the team, qualify them and play good football.
No, like I said earlier, everybody has their. Everybody have their blame. The NFF, Schell, because it was the one that actually managed the team. NFF, I feel like Ogumodede and Ilechukwu, they were actually the ones that managed the team. They should have just left the team for those two guys, because they actually see these players week in, week out. All of them, you understand? So for Schell taking it back, I feel like the NFF has that position. Yeah, I think they nominated him to have taken that role. But on Schell's part, it was what actually managed the team, so he has a blame. And I feel like people should also be talking about the players too. For me, those guys, they didn't play well. I know a team.
But the coach of Ghana.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, they don't have good coach.
Yeah, he said the players play good. They can play well, but we don't have a coach. It's like the man is trying to announce himself to be, you know what I'm saying? Let me substitute myself for this guy.
No, I don't think he's trying. I don't think he's trying to do all of that. But he has a point. Yeah, everybody, like I used to say, in football, when a team lost, that's why we always put the blame on managers. Everybody will put the blame on managers. You understand? But for me, I still think the players themselves. I saw their game. Nobody. I didn't watch highlights. I saw the game. They couldn't string 1, 2, 3 passes.
No passes at all.
So
it's like they've not even played
going
football
for tackles that I wasn't even expecting. So for me, the players. I know a team that would play well even without a manager. They will play fine football. But yes, everybody in football, if a team lost, they will blame the manager first. But I still think part of the blame should be shared on the players themselves. Too.
Okay, let's leave it at this stage. I will be back tomorrow to have more. See, there will be time to talk more concerning this. Their last game against Congo would also define a whole lot of things because people want to see what Eric Sheck. We've been out, no problem. We are down, no problem. But people want to see what he will play against Congo. If we were able to do anything, that will be when we play that game. Let's leave it here. Tomorrow we'll be back again for the Cruise Sports Show. Right. Big up to the Bam Bam, all the way from Boston, Massachusetts.
All right here, anybody.
Okay, but I'm saying Boston here. Okay, all right. Let's have a breather. When we return, of course, we'll be having a guest in the house. You'll be having a Rotarian. Yes, you know when you hear the word Rotarian, you know it's about Rotary. When you hear Rotary, you know it's about mercy. When you hear mercy, you know it's about doing good. We'll talk about that very shortly. Keep it locked right here. It is Melody 100.7 FM in Ibadan. The finest is here.
Loco baboda come on, yeah. Wall on far away, I walk on top of no club. Iṣẹ́ tán ṣe, bọ̀dá kà mọ́ wọn mọ́ what's up. Àwọn cryptocurrency, wọ́n tún gba PPP. Àwọn ọmọ mi benefit, wọ́n ná náírà fi BTC. Má lọ fara wé wọ̀ o, ó yá yàgò fún wọn o. Má lọ fara gbá wọn, tó bá rí wọn jápa o, ó yá kùsù já hàn sí. Ọlọ. Ẹ sọ yìí táwa gbọ́. Dédowó lẹ́tún sọ. Ọlọ. Ẹ sọ yìí táwa gbọ́. Ṣé ti yẹ? Ọlọ. Fire dey for one no run. Comot for road 1 or 2 dey involved. Iná jò gírí òsà, ìkọ́ wa ń díẹ̀ má lọ bá wọn gapá. 2 bottles, 4 bottles, 6 bottles, you be apprentice, you dey practice. No business, no license, you no get sense, no conscience. This is non-ethical nonsense. Àwọn cryptocurrency, wọ́n tún gba PPP. Àwọn ọmọ mi benefit, wọ́n ná náírà fi BTC. Má lọ fara wé wọ̀ o, ó yá yàgò fún wọn o. Má lọ fara gbá wọn, tó bá rí wọn jápa o, ó yá kùsù já hàn sí.
Melody 100.7 FM. From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 7 p.m. A true urban radio station is here. Melody 100.7 FM.
All right, it is still the Drive Time, the cruise show right here in the city of IB. Yeah, the city with the brown roofs, the city of first, the city that brings all of the first thing to you. Yeah, that's what we do every time. You know, the city of Ibadan is known for first things. You know, I've taken my time to highlight and to tell you why the city of Ibadan is always known for first thing. You want me to say it again? No, another day. Another day. But one thing is, if you don't know, the first skyscraper in Nigeria is in this Ibadan, okay? It was actually started here, the Cocoa House, the great Cocoa House. And of course, when it comes to Rotary Club as well, you know the history of Rotary Club? Okay. Anyway, I think I've said that long time. It's not today. But today I have a guest who is a Rotarian. This is a beautiful Thursday evening. It is Turn Up Thursday in the city. When I see people that are fair, especially men, and are wearing white again, I feel very, very jealous. Even though I don't know how to wear white clothes. Me and white clothes, we are not friends. Me, I love black. I love black very well. Okay, let me welcome in the building this beautiful evening, Rotarian Dr. Adewale Adeshina. Yes, Dr. Adewale Adeshina is the president, Rotary Club of Ibadan, Elebu Metropolis. Now, he's also the president of President Zone 1 of Oyo State District 9126. Not just that, he's also the rector and founder of Adecom College of Business and Management Studies, Egbeda, here in Ibadan. Let me welcome a great Rotarian in the building. Good evening, sir. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
My brother and the presenter.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
This one, well, let me not talk about. I've talked about the white thing. Let me leave it. Let me leave it first. But when you talk about Rotarians, maybe for those who, I know a whole lot of people know what Rotarians do, Rotary clubs, what they mean, what they do. Maybe you should just remind us a bit what they do and what it's all about before we now go into some other things.
Thank you. When you talk about Rotarians, it's a group of people, professionals, and people that are talented, that come together and give their talent, their finance, their time to support and to give humanitarian services in terms of helping in all areas. For example, our government is trying. They can't do all. And that is why Rotarians are there in all aspects, in all their professional. Whatever professionalism you have to bring it as service to help the world humanitarian. For example, Rotary is a very structured organization that we have structure in everything we do. Every month we have what we do. Last month is all about maternal and child health, which we have to look into. Where can we help our pregnancy women?
Okay.
Where can we help our young children in terms of having a safe delivery, in terms of educating them in what you need to do when it comes to issue of maternal and child health. This month again, it has to do about a membership growth, which we need more. Like your professional now, we need you.
Me, I don't have money. They say it's rich people that...
I'm not going to money yet.
They say it's rich people that are Rotarians.
I'm not going to that aspect yet.
Okay.
When they said rich people,
okay,
what do you mean by rich? You are rich.
Okay.
In your own capacity.
Okay.
But the truth is that out of the little you have, can you give a little out? That's the mind. It's not about you are rich or you are not rich. I've just said there, I said professionals.
Okay.
In your field, you are professional. What can you use to help in terms of communicating to the world? It's part of it. So, like I am sitting here, I'm an educationist. I have my own private school. I'll still come to that when we get to that.
Definitely.
In that aspect, if I'm not a Rotarian, I would maybe I may not have that part of what we do in our school. Partner with Rotary, we give scholarship to people that think they cannot be able to go to school. So it's part of it. We have doctors among us that they give free delivery, free treatment, and many others like that. So when it comes to Rotary, Rotary is all about humanitarian service.
Humanitarian service. I mean, so for those who do not know, now you already know, Rotary is all about humanitarian service. Now, this president, because most times people don't understand one thing about Rotary here, Rotary, district, this district, like I just talked about district 9126 district. Can you enlighten us? This district thing all about, what does it cover? When you say, okay, district this, district that.
It's all about structure. Rotary is an international organization, as I've said. And we need to, like Nigeria now, we have about 6 districts.
Okay, 6 in general.
Yeah, in general.
Okay.
In Africa, we have districts. In national, we have. Like the Africa now, we are district, I think we are 22. So when it comes to...
That's Nigeria.
Yeah,
District 22.
when it comes to district, it is just a way of organizing yourself so that you can be able to know where does this come from, where does this come from. Okay. Like our own district now, 9126, which cover about 6 states.
Okay, 6 states.
Yeah, which cover about 6. We have Oyo State is there. We have Ondo. We have Ekiti. We have Osun State. We have Kwara State, and we also have Kogi. So they are part of those people that comes together. And not before we are all together with Abuja and whatever, but now because it's big and we want to bring it to more convenient and to more people that are our labels. So definitely we have to do that, and that's why we're now having District 9126. So under that District 9126, we have Zone 2.
Okay, under that district.
Yes. Under District 9126, we have Zone 4.
Okay, Zone 4.
Zone 4, which we zone ourselves to. Just a structure so that you can be able to know.
Like a cluster thing.
Yeah.
So you are the president of a district?
No.
Okay.
In district, we have governors.
Okay, governors.
So we have district governor, which has to be the head of the whole district 9126.
Okay.
Those 6 states is under the governor.
Okay, one governor.
One governor.
So there's a governor for the 9126 district.
Yes, the governor. Even as I've said, we have zone, and the zone is 4. Oyo State is zone 1.
Okay.
Oyo State is zone 1. Osogbo is zone 2. Kwara is zone 3. While Ondo is zone 4. So like that.
Okay.
Like zone 1 now, we're expecting our district governor to be here on the 18th, which in Oyo State, which is zone 1, we have about 20 clubs.
Okay.
Each club we have their own president as the leader.
Okay, under each club there's a president.
There's a president under each club. Like I said, we have 20 clubs in Ibadan, and those 20 clubs we have each of their presidents, which we have our governor that will come to visit us to see how the club are doing in terms of club structure, in terms of humanitarian service, and other things that need to be checked. So Ibadan, Oyo State will be hosting our district governor on the 18th, which is coming up next week. Monday.
Yes, that's on Monday.
Yes, he will be coming here to visit us, and that is how he will do to the whole zone.
Okay, under his district.
Yes, under his district, so I can be able to see of what they are doing. So in your state, we have 21 clubs. I'm a president of my own club, which is Rotary Club of Ibadan, Elebu.
Okay, Ibadan, Elebu.
We have many others like that. I'm a president there. And when we have a president too, like just governors forum.
Okay.
we also Rotary is all about leadership. Is perfect. Wow. We have our leadership structure. So in Ibadan too, we are going to have president of all presidents.
Okay, president of all the presidents.
All the president.
Okay.
So I have to be the president of all president in Zone 1.
Okay. So president of presidents. Yes. You're going to be that one.
I'm already the president of
Okay, you are the president of presidents. Wow. So congratulations. Okay. All right. Well, I guess in days to come, we'll get to know more of the things, that all of these districts and all of these clubs they do. But let's talk about, as an educationist now, of course, proprietor of a school and rector as well. Adicom College of Business and Management Studies. That school from the name is not an everyday school. It's not the kind of school you hear every day. When you hear this kind of school, you know that this one is what they call it a pigeon, bang bang jiki. What's the vision behind this school?
It's everyday school.
No, what I mean every day as in, it's not the kind of name you hear every time. When you hear this kind of school, you know that it's a structured school that has a particular thing.
Yes,
that's what I mean.
Specialized school.
Specialized, yes.
That will specialize on all management courses. But it's the same thing with what we call polytechnic.
Okay, it's like polytechnics. Wow, the name sounds.
I will come to that, and I will tell you why we are bearing that name.
Okay.
Let me just give an example. When you had Yaba College of Technology?
Yeah.
Is there anything like polytechnic there?
Yeah, it's
but
true.
Because it's an I won't call it an Asian school, but one of the first school in Nigeria, and one of the best and the top school. And when they are coming, it's not about proliferation. It's about specialization on technology. And that's why it has to come with Yaba College of Technology. But most people now, when you hear of college, the whole thing is secondary school. No. So ours too is polytechnic, but we specialize on all what is called management courses.
Okay.
What we train and what we issue, the certificate we issue is national diploma and higher national diploma.
Okay, NDHND.
NDHND. But what's our focus? Our focus is to concentrate on management courses. We believe in Nigeria, as technology is there, we need also to train people on humanitarian services, managerial services, and also when it comes to managing a company, and then like that. If you are looking for base of accountants, you come to us.
Okay.
When it comes to management, you come to us. Even what you are doing now, mass communication, is part of our course that we do. So we have about 5 courses fully accredited, and both national diploma and higher national diploma. And all our students are already going for national youth service.